What is going on, everybody? This is Stingii again. I haven't done a video in a while, so I thought I'd do a tutorial today. I'm a little bit sick, so if you're wondering why I sound a bit different, that's why. Bloody hay fever. Anyway, sorry for being inactive lately. I've just had a lot of schoolwork and whatnot, but I am going to try and upload 2 to 3 times a week if I can. And I will be starting a new series called Tutorial Tuesdays, where I'll do a tutorial every Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, into the tutorial itself. This is what we're going to be making today. So it's a pretty nice sort of easy to do grungy effect on your text in Photoshop. So it's not too difficult, anyone can do it. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. First off, if this video gets 25 likes, I'll release the PSD for this, so then all you have to do is change it to your text. Anyway, you want to start off with a 1280 by 720 background color. You want to be black, so we'll go like that, and that hasn't gone to black, but that's okay because we can change that. Alright, so you start off with a black background. And once you've got the black background, we're going to come over to the brush tool and just make a new layer and change this to sort of like a dark grey. You don't have to do this, but this is just what I do because it gives it a nice effect. So we're just going to sort of brush this over here a bit, put it all over the screen. Now we're going to drop the opacity down to about there. And now we're just going to come around with the soft brush eraser again and just sort of erase around the edges a bit. Just sort of leaves like a bit of a sort of greyish patch in the middle. So just get that to your liking and drop the opacity down. This sort of just adds a bit of a nice effect. Anyway, so once you've got that, we can now import our text. So for the sake of this, I'm just got this metal text. Now it does work best if you have a black, so your color on front, and then if you can see this, if I just get rid of that, then it's got black on the back of it. That looks the cleanest. Anyway, so once you got that, you want to double click to bring up the layer style options, and you want to put on a gradient overlay, and you want to change the blend mode to overlay, and this looks really nice no matter what you do, but I normally just leave it at that. You can change this up a bit if you want to, so that, like, if you want something like this, then that would look okay, but I tend to keep it near the 90 mark, so 89, 90 normally works well for me. Once you've done that, you want to come over to the drop shadow. This again just adds a nice little effect. Change the angle to 90. The distance, you bring that up until you like it. So I normally use about like 7. With the spread, you don't want a huge amount. And size, you can just play with that to see what you like best. And the last thing, this doesn't really do a whole lot, but outer glow, just change this to like a darkish grey, almost black. So really close to black, and just put the size up a bit and the spread. So we've got our layer, and that's looking really nice. So once we've done that, just click OK. So that's that done. You want to create a new layer now, and you want to come up to your eraser tool, and with the soft brush selected, you want to bring the size down to about 75. So whatever sort of you prefer, but over here you want to have your color set to black, and you simply just want to go over the top on this and just like that, and then along the bottom. So it looks dodgy now, but when we change a few things up, it'll look cool. You want to change the blending mode to overlay yet again, and you want to change, right click and go create clipping mask, and that will make it look a lot nicer. you can just play around with the opacity to see what suits best. So I guess it all really depends on what you like the best. As I said before, it's just really your common, like what you like. So something like that is what I'll go with for now. So once I've done that, we're going to create another layer again and create clipping mask. And this time you want your color to be white, and you just want to go through a strip in the middle, like so. So now we change the blending mode again to overlay, and you can play around the opacity. This just creates that little bar in the middle. Now we're almost done, but what we can do now is create the sort of, I guess, cut effect, if you want to call it that, but it's sort of like the gloss over the top. So grab the pen tool and click one point, and then click another point, and then just drag up till it's the arch you like. Then just click up here and finish the mask. Now go to fill path, and you want it to be set as white, and just hit delete to delete the path, and again create a clipping mask. And now hold Control T or Command T if you're on a Mac like me, and now you just play around with this to see what, I guess, suits your style the best. So something like that always works. Change the opacity down. I tend to use about 9 or 10. Now as you can see, it looks a little tacky because on this black part you can see the white stands out a lot. So come over to your brush tool and drop it down, and you can just erase the majority of that, and do that along all of your black spots, unless you like it, of course. It's just personal preference again. So this is the easy way to do it, but you can do it with the pen tool, and that will make a crisper look. But this is just a really basic text tutorial. So once we've done this, we want to, okay, so we'll just leave it at that for now. Alright, now if you're happy with this, which I think it looks very nice, but if you're not happy and you want the grunge, and you can come over and just import your grunge. So I will use just any sort of grunge works, but sort of a metal scratchy grunge would work the best. I'll leave this one in the description so you can use that, because I personally like this. It's a bit of a metal grungy scratch type thing. So just resize it down, and again create a clipping mask and change the blending mode to overlay, and you want to put it underneath the, I guess, embed light, so the cutout light, this one that we did before. Change the opacity down, because you don't want a huge amount, but a little bit's good, so probably about around the 50 mark. Anyway, so that is the tutorial for today. Hope you enjoyed this. Leave in the comment section what tutorial you would like for next Tuesday. I know it isn't Tuesday today, but still. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and this is Stingii, and I'm out. Peace!